Hello, everybody. My name is Wytchwhisper, and I am here today with Bridget Bell. She's going to be on my June 11th summit, and she's going to be discussing, what are you going to be discussing, Bridget?
Reincarnation.
Yay.
And I'm going to be discussing reincarnation, how it works, why we reincarnate, and how we can find out about our past lives. And I look at how to find out about our past lives in a different method. I don't use hypnosis, I use present life inquiry to look at our past lives because I believe there's a lot of clues about our past lives in our current life. And I've developed a method I call IMRE. It's an acronym, IMRE. It's the inquiry method for reincarnation examination. And it's a list of questions that we can look at for self discovery of our current life to determine our past lives.
Well, that sounds exciting. So, what is one misconception that people have about reincarnation that you'd love to clear up?
That not everybody has had a past life. We've all had a past life. And another misconception is that reincarnation is bad and it's something that we need to escape from, but it's not. Reincarnation is for our growth and our soul's development, and it's something to be embraced, not a bad thing to escape.
Right, exactly. Now, if someone attending the summit is skeptical,
Mhm.
what's one thing you'd invite them to stay open-minded about?
I want everyone to realize what science says. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So we don't continue to be nothing after we die. We don't cease to exist. We continue to exist. So, what is that existence like? Maybe it's another life. Reincarnation is one of the most common belief systems across many different religions and cultures, and it was developed independently back when cultures couldn't communicate with each other. So, there's a lot of evidence for the existence of reincarnation historically, and also a lot of children are born with past life memories, things they can confirm about a life previously. They know about the city they lived in and all these little details they wouldn't have known otherwise, so it's great evidence there.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, during the summit, we usually have things like little treats that we share with the people, and you're going to be sharing what again?
I have a PDF about how reincarnation works that I'm going to be sharing.
That sounds excellent. All right, everybody. I hope you're excited about Bridget as I am. This is her first time on one of my summits, and I think she's going to do awesome. So,
I'd like to add something, if
oh,
I
sure.
may.
Yeah,
I also offer reincarnation sessions, my Embry sessions. I can talk about that in the summit, how people can book a session with me. And I also have a YouTube channel. It's called The Hidden Layers of Three, as in the number three, because I believe three unlocks many deep secrets and also layering. We live in a layered reality. Reincarnation is just one topic that I talk about on my channel. I also talk about the nature of the soul and spirit, how soul and spirit are different, different dimensions, and the different planes of existence. I look at non human intelligence like aliens, AI, and angels. And reincarnation in the afterlife is another topic I talk about. I just started my channel, so I don't have a lot of videos out yet, but I will have more. Reincarnation is one of the topics that really excites my soul, and I'm happy to talk about.
that sounds so exciting. Well, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing all of that with us. And we can't wait to see you on June 11th. I'm releasing the recording in three, two, and one. Hello, my name is Wytchwhisper Sadovsky, and I'm going to be introducing you guys to Tuna Oddfellow, the Odd Guru. He's going to be at the summit. Tuna, take it away.
Hi, everyone. I'm very, very excited to be part of the summit, and I'm going to be sharing my bit of magic with all of you. I'm the Odd Guru, and I help people to find the magic in themselves. And what I'm going to do during the summit is I'm going to teach you some methods that you can use to find your inner magic, to tap into your own creativity, and to break through some blocks that you might have. And I'm also going to offer you the opportunity to get a special offer on what I offer, which is actually a $97 package where you're going to get an hour's worth of coaching from me. And I'm going to also have a diagram that you'll be able to take with you that's going to teach you methods that you can actually use to strengthen the magic within you. And I really look forward to sharing mine with all of you. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to put his link below this video, and you guys can click on it, and that'll get you signed up for it. And then you'll be able to see Tuna at the summit. So please sign up, and that's pretty much it. All right. My name is Wytchwhisper, and I'm here with Sarah Coolidge. She's going to be one of our speakers at the event on June 11th. So be there, be square. Now, Sarah, tell us, what are you going to be covering at the event?
Thank you, Witchy. I'm really looking forward to coming and playing with you again because it's always such a great time to come to one of your summits. And you know, uh, I'll be honest, we've talked about this before, that a lot of what I teach is sort of what I would say more grounded in communication than it is some of the more spiritual people that come to your summit and teach and also attend as people, attending.
Right, right.
And and but I also really just believe that it is important for people to really understand how important it is for us to be able to listen to each other and hear each other. And that is spiritual in many, many ways. That if we can actually learn how to slow down and listen well and know that we are getting the message somebody's trying to send, know that we're heard and seen, that we can do so much for each other. And that, of course, helps us to have some of the other benefits of being able to be relaxed and hopeful, that the spiritual pieces others are providing also give people. And so what I teach mostly is about our bodies and how we live in these bodies. We can't do anything about that right now. We may be human beings having a spiritual experience or
Right.
spiritual beings having a human experience. We live in a body and it's got biology, and that means that there's things happening inside of us all the time. And one of the things that can happen inside us is that we get triggered. And when we get triggered, we often feel kind of lousy. And this is true of us, and it's true of the people around us. And if we are shutting down or finding it hard to communicate, this can lead to even more pain and more isolation between people. And the thing is a lot of people don't realize that that's not a random thing, that your body is doing that for you on purpose. It's trying to protect you, to keep you safe, because that's its job.
And
And when we understand some of that and how to work with that, we can, work with it ourselves that way instead of against ourselves. And that's a lot of what I'll focus on.
well, more people that are lonely and stuff are reaching out to
Yeah.
AI, like their AI, ChatGPT or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I'm glad you brought up AI because, one of the reasons that I think that people are engaging with it so much, if they are and are enjoying it, is because they're they're feeling seen and heard. I
Yeah.
mean, these AI like ChatGPT or whichever one you might be using, they're trained to feed you and support you and to acknowledge you and to recognize you. And many, many, many of us are starving for that. And then there's this sense of, well, this AI thing might be taking over the world, and a lot of people might be sort of afraid of that or worried about that. And in reality, the benefit that it gives by acknowledging us the way it does is a benefit that we can be giving one another. And the reason that we're so hungry for it is because it's actually really important for our survival to know that we're connected to other people. We're not meant to be alone. We're not meant to live alone. We're not meant to feel scared all the time because we are built to be in a community. And when we're not, we're automatically going to be a little bit frightened. So the skills that we talk about when it's how to connect to people with good communication, people to people, not
Mm,
person to AI,
right.
we can really make a difference for one another and for ourselves. And it's actually going to be more important than ever because AI is something that can take care of a lot of tech and a lot of step-by-step material, creating things that are just digital assets,
Yeah.
but
And
it
it'll
cannot share
listen.
wisdom
Yeah, it doesn't
or
always give
love.
the best advice,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it does, but a lot of the time it's just try this, see if it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we'll be talking in my class more about, communication skills that work with people so that people can feel safer, more grounded, more seen, more heard. And really, as I said a minute ago, I think these skills are going to be more important than ever. The more that we have this tech thing blossoming in our world, it's not going to go away. It actually can serve us in many, many ways. But we need to be able to support one another and connect with each other to counteract the danger of it isolating us the way it can, and
right.
people getting, even more separate from the people in their world. Because most of us want to be more connected, and we just want to make sure that we know how to do that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
during the events, we always have special gifts that the people get. And I was just kind of curious what yours are going to be this time.
Yeah, well, everyone that registers for the event, as far as I know, which you'll give it to people that register as well as people that actually attend live, because sometimes people can't, they will get a copy of my PDF called Speak So They Listen, which is really all about learning how to communicate in a way that you know that you've been heard. And so everyone will get that. And then for those who might want to talk one-on-one a little bit more about the communication issues that are showing up in their lives, if you've ever had a conversation where you walked away and just thought, I don't know if they heard me at all, that went the same way it did last time, and I don't think we made any progress. I feel like it's exactly the same, the frustration and concern that you can have after a conversation that maybe didn't go well. That kind of talking we can do privately and see if we can come up with better ways to make sure that that goes better next time. So people can book a little call with me as well.
Like a free 30-minute
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
30-minute
awesome.
session and talk about, the number one communication challenge that you might have.
That sounds beautiful. All
Yeah.
right. So you guys, now that you've heard everything that Sarah said, you're dying to come see her. I just know you are.
Right. You better come.
She will be there and I will be there and it will be wonderful. And I'm
Hmm.
going to.
Yeah, these events are always wonderful.
Oh, thank you. My name is Wytchwhisper. I'm here today with Dylan. He is an amazing human design teacher, and he's going to be a part of the summit. So, Dylan, tell us what you're going to be covering during the summit hour that you're going to be there.
Thank you, Witchy. And yes, so the name's Dylan. I'm also known as the Sacred Systems Nerd. And I'm absolutely thrilled to be joining the summit this time and talking about one of my favorite topics in the world, which is quantum human design. So, if you're new to human design, welcome. And generally, you're in the right place at the right time. And if you've been in the human design world for a while, maybe you know your type, maybe you know your authority and you've explored it, but this is such a wide topic. There's something bound to arise for you to learn and experiment with. And so during the hour at Witchy's Summit, we're gonna open up with a 20-minute lesson on the 9 energy centers. So think of the energy centers as the energetic architecture of both your mind and your body, essentially who you are. And so we're going to go over whether what it's like if they're defined or if they're undefined in your chart. We'll tell an incredible story about how the different energy centers process energy, how you might make decisions based on those energy centers that are defined within your chart, and where your energy is consistent and where you might be receptive to the world around you through those undefined energy centers. So, this is just going to be a very foundational introduction to human design. The aura profiles and all the other characteristics of human design are built upon where you are defined within these 9 energy centers. So, once we've covered a brief mini introduction to the 9 energy centers, I plan on doing 2 live mini readings that'll, go over the definition and the undefined energy centers for 2 different people. It'll be a moment for you to jump into the hot seat and look at your chart, whether it's your first time or not, and just ask about all the colors and the shapes of the energy chart. And then after that, I'll open up the floor to a 20-minute Q&A about anything related to human design. It could be your type, it could be your authority, your profile, channels, specific gates. Any of those are open for discussion and exploration. I've been studying human design for about 5 years now, and I've been teaching it a little bit over a year. So I have quite a diverse understanding of human design and able to break it down with very fun and explorative metaphors. So let's
Yes,
show up, have fun, and bring a curiosity for your energy architecture.
that sounds awesome. And what will you be like? Are there any little treats that you'll be offering for those who are in attendance?
So, yes, I am teaching human design from start to finish on all the foundations of what it is for your aura, your profile, your type, the circuitry, energy centers, specific gates, and that's all being hosted in Heartbeat. Uh, we which he is one of the wonderful participants of the Heartbeat group that I'm leading. And so we have weekly lessons every Saturday. They are live lessons. And there's also a really cool workbook that comes with this course. And uh, we're exploring all of human design. So if you're interested, you do get the first month free. So you can check out a few of the classes and see how I teach and how we show up to learn human design. But if you continue to want to explore human design within Heartbeat, I will be offering the most valuable tier at a 30% discount, which includes access to the classes and then a 30-minute session with me per month that is 1-to-1 so that you can ask me questions or explore your chart with a little bit more privacy and a little bit more exploration.
That sounds amazing. Oh, you guys, you got to come and check it out. It's going to be so, so good. All right, so make sure you join us. Dylan's human design section is going to be on at 7 PST, right after Sarah Coolidge. So make sure you come and check that out.
Super excited to see everyone there. And thank you, Itchy, for hosting this wonderful summit.
You're so welcome, Dylan. Thank you for being a part of it.
Hello, I am Tuna Oddfellow. Normally, I am a motivational magician, but I am also Wytchwhisper's beautiful assistant, and also the co-facilitator of all of her summit events. And today, I have the pleasure of being able to interview the woman herself, Witchy. And hey, Witchy, let me ask you this. What are you planning on doing at this month's summit?
Well, my evil plans entail I'm going to do tarot reading for everyone who puts up their hand. I will do it one at a time, sort of thing. Then, if no one has hands up, then I will do a healing for the people that are there, and I will request from them what they need healed. So, in regards to my offer, I will be offering a 1 hour tarot reading for $88. Well, normally it's $150, but with the discount that I give you, you only have to pay $88 for it at the summit, sort of thing. And you can only get the discount code at the summit. So, yeah, those are my evil plans.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you very much.